Okay, if I want you to imagine the following: you're scrolling through your contacts, your phone contacts, WhatsApp group contacts, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, hundreds, maybe thousands of names. People you have worked with, met at parties, liked their post, and followed back out of politeness. But if I ask you, who would you call at 3 a.m. if your life was falling apart? That list shrinks. That list is very short. And that's not a bad thing. That's just how we are built as humans. I'm Ankur Bhatnagar, and this is the podcast on the Friendship Circle. A quick podcast about friendship, connections, and deeper insight into how our social lives is layered. Later in this episode, I will also provide you with a template to create your own friendship circle and few tips to spot fake friends and to spot the real ones. In my research to better understand the science behind how we make connections and imaginary layers of friendship, I recently came across Dunbars Number. Robin Dunbar, a British anthropologist, proposed that there is a cognitive limit to the number of stable social relationships one can maintain. In his research, he came up with the circles of friendship. The nature of the circles was such that as with increasing size, their intimacy decreased. He came up with a magic number of 150. As per Robin Dunbar, 150 is the number of people you can maintain meaningful relationships. This limit of 150 is tied to our brain size, specifically the neocortex. For humans, the sweet spot is around 150. Beyond that, we start losing track. The relationship weakens, the emotional connections drop off. Let's hear what Robin Dunbar has to say on this.
But why is it limited at 150? The answer is twofold, actually. Partly, it's a cognitive challenge just to keep track of more people. I'll say a bit more about that in a minute. The other side of it is it's just a time budgeting problem. You just don't have time in everyday life to invest in each of those people in order to build a relationship with them. And it seems as though the amount of time you need to invest is kind of proportional to the quality of the relationship, or should I say the quality of the relationship is proportional to the amount of time you spend doing stuff with people. So if you look at the pattern of your relationships, what in this 150 as it were, what you'll find is it actually consists of a series of layers, a bit like the ripples on a pond. If you drop a pebble in the pond, if you're the pebble, you can imagine the layers, the ripples going out are the layers of your relationships. And as you go out, you include more people, but you're including relationships at a lower quality. And that ties up very closely with the amount of time you spend with those people. So the amount of time you spend with this inner core of about 5, that's another curious feature of it, is the layers scale in a very, very consistent pattern. So they occur at 5, 15, 50, 150. Then we know out beyond that there's a 500 and a 1500.
Let's break it down into what Dunbar calls circles of friendships. In the circles of friendship, the first circle is the inner circle, also known as your inner core. The inner core typically refers to a small group of people who you have the strongest, most intimate relationships with. These are the people you trust with your vulnerabilities, fears, and secrets. The individuals in your inner core are likely those who have been with you for a long time and have seen you at your best and at your worst. They are often the ones who have stuck around during tough times and know you deeply. People in the inner core tend to offer unconditional support and understanding, and vice versa. The size of such inner core circle is not more than 5. These people hold a special emotional weight. You share your deepest worries, your successes, and your biggest dreams with them. Let's talk about the second circle as per Dunbars, which is called close friends. The close friends are people with whom you have strong connection, but the relationship might not be as emotionally intimate or enduring as those in your inner circle. You share important aspects of your life with them, trust them, but it may not reach the same depth as of inner circle. While your close friends are certainly important, you might not rely on them for everything or expect the same level of loyalty or emotional support as with those in your inner circle. In short, inner core members are typically the few individuals who are your rock emotionally, mentally, and historically, while close friends are those you enjoy strong relationships with, but may not have the same depth or longevity of connection. Let's move to the third circle as per Dunbar, which is called good friends. The size of this circle is 50. In this circle, you make good connections, but they are not quite the same as your inner core or close friends. You like their company, you hang out often, but the emotional depth isn't as deep. This layer includes work friends, old neighbors, and people you have shared moments with in the past. And the fourth circle, as per Dunbar, is meaningful contacts. Its size is 150. In this circle, you know people's names, recognize their faces, and understand their context in your life. This could include your old classmates, ex-co-workers, or maybe an extended, distant family member. In short, this is your wedding guest list. As you move away from the inner circle to close friends, to good friends, and to meaningful contact, the strength and the longevity of the connection weakens. And this is quite natural. It is also natural that the friends moves between these circles, but the reality is not many people know their inner circle, close friends versus good friends. And this podcast gives you that opportunity to understand Dunbars numbers, the friendship circles, so that you can take that as a tool and create your own circle of friendship in order to have a meaningful impact in your lives. After this episode, take 10 minutes to write down your social circles. Who are your top 5? Who are your top 15? Who should be moving closer or further away in this circles of friendship? Send a voice note to one of your 5 and just say, "Hey, you are in my inner core circle," and appreciate how much you value their presence. I'm sure that the friends in your inner core will also reciprocate. To create circles of friendship, I would like to give some bonus tips to spot fake friends and identify the real friends. So let's be real, not everyone deserves a spot in your circle. So here are some signs that someone is not really for you. They are only around when it benefits them. They usually downplay your achievements. They will gossip about you, judge you, and make you feel small. They will disappear when you need their support. And they often cross boundaries. Here are some bonus tips to identify real friends that are part of your inner core and close circle. Real friends clap the loudest when you win, even if they are still waiting for their turn. Real friends lift you up, even when they are carrying their own weight. Real friends know your success is a reflection of hard work and not luck. Real friends are happy to see you shine because your light doesn't dim theirs. And real friends do the same back. The beauty of Dunbars number isn't just in the science. It is a reminder to be more human, more present, more connected. Not with everyone, just with the ones who truly matter. So take care of your circles and let them take care of you. Thanks for listening to the Friendship Circle. If this sparked something in you, share it with a friend or two. Until next time, stay close to the people that count.